Katy Perry touched the edge of space, and she is not going to let anyone forget about it. Even though she's taking criticisms, she now says the haters are the entire internet, and the internet is filled with meanies. Today we'll tell you why she's losing the battle and causing herself even more strife as she continues to knife the people who said, "Come on, Katy, do something else instead." Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we, as ever, endeavor to explain entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve and helping you find a space where you belong. No, not the same space that Katy Perry went to, but she'll sing a song about it very soon. Folks, as we dive into this ridiculous video, click the like button, and here we go. All right, let's get to the next story, and it is a doozy, and it has to do with somebody who has been a little bit ditzy? No, we would never say those sorts of things. It's Katy Perry. Oh. All right, folks, take a look at this. It is out of that Park Place. Katy Perry is lashing out, not at the left dancing shark at the Super Bowl, but instead at me and at you. Calls critics unhinged and unhealed after spaceflight backlash. I just have one bad piece of news for Katy Perry. Katy, we were just all laughing and having a good time because of how silly and ridiculous this was and is. You are taking this more seriously than your critics. Vash, walk us through this article by the wonderful, the magnificent, the great Marvin Montanero.
Oh, I know.
Absolutely. This by Marvin Montanero on April 30th, 2025. Singer Katy Perry lashed out at those critical of her recent space flight trip, calling them unhinged and unhealed. After spending 11 minutes on the edge of space, Katy Perry has spent the last 2 weeks backpedaling from orbit and into controversy. Nice work, Marvin. The pop star's recent Blue Origin flight, part of an all-female crew funded by Jeff Bezos, has drawn plenty of scorn online, and now Perry is firing back in a recent comment thanking fans for supporting her. She also took aim at her critics, calling the internet, quote, a dumping ground for the unhinged and the unhealed.
Just hang on, Vash, hang on.
Oh, yes.
Folks, I'm getting word. Hang on. Jonas is in my ear right now. Jonas, yes, I'm going to tell them. Hey. All right, Jonas J. Campbell has just informed me through my earpiece that the internet is a very, very big term and may encompass at this point 80% of all humanity. So Katy Perry just called 80% of all of humanity a dumping ground for the unhinged and unhealed.
Yes.
Yeah, world.
Yes.
In fact, we do have our comments from the Instagram post that she was able to put out here. Here we go. This is a little bit long, but stick with me, folks. It's good. Katy Perry, 21 hours ago, at least the time that this screenshot was taken. I'm so grateful for you guys. We're in this beautiful.
Hold on, Vash. Do you want me to do this in a voice?
Yes. Please.
I'm so grateful for you guys. Like, we're in this big and beautiful and wild journey together, and I can continue to remain true to myself. Heart open and honest, especially because of our bond. I love you guys, and I've grown up together with you, and I'm so excited to see you all this year. You know I am okay.
Marv. No. You've got to do this a little more dead inside.
Oh, sorry. Please know I am okay. I have done a lot of work around knowing who I am, what is real and what is important to me. My therapist said something years ago that has been a game changer. No one can make you believe something about yourself that you don't already believe about yourself.
Hold on. This is a pro tip for everybody out there listening. If you're ever trying to convince the world that they're bad and you're good, don't cite your therapist. It's not going to go well.
By the way, did you notice how many times she says I and me in this statement? I lost my place, Vash. If you want to continue on it, I'll grab that voice.
Let me take a stab at this. It says, when the online world tries to make me a human piñata, I take it with grace and send them love, because I know so many people are hurting in so many ways, and the internet is very much so a dumping ground for unhinged and unhealed. Scroll down, Vash. What's real? What's real got to do? No, it's seeing your faces every night, singing in unison, reading your notes, feeling your warmth. I find people to lock eyes and sing with, and I know we are healing each other in a small way when I get to do that. I'm infinity. I'm not perfect, and I actually have omitted that word from my vocabulary. I'm on a human journey as opposed to a cat journey or a dog journey. Thank you, Katie. We were confused. Playing the game of life with an audience of many, and sometimes I fall, but ... I get back up. Because, when I get knocked down, I get up again. You ain't never... No, that's not what she said. And go on and continue to play the game, and somehow through my battered and bruised adventure, I keep looking to the light. And in that light, a new level unlocks.
Care Bear stare.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys remember when William Shatner went into space and came back and was like, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, he was above 90. It was actually a thing.
He was like, yeah, that was pretty neat. She came in, she's like, oh my God. It was like a healing experience.
I just kissed the ground because I missed it so much. Oh my gosh.
I kissed the ground and I liked it.
Taste of the sod was different.
I was actually all for her going to space because they say that in space, no one can hear you sing.
Yeah.
Or scream.
I like that. That's well played. Nolan, are we being too mean to poor Katy Perry? I mean, I think she's taking this more seriously. Like the way to do this was not to give us a response on Instagram the length of Lord of the Rings, but rather was to laugh about it along with the rest of the world, and then everybody knows you're in on the joke and they move on.
Truthfully, I know there are some times where some people take things way too seriously and are probably sending her, threats or whatever have you. I don't think it's the right move to go after everybody who's giving constructive criticism on the matter because, the girl was in space for 11 minutes. I don't think she should have even been in this situation to begin with. I think Jeff Bezos is just trying to get those brownie points like he always does. And it just unfortunately, I feel like this is taking away the criticisms that should be going towards him. But I think Katy Perry in space, it's a fun meme and it deserves a lot of attention for how ridiculous, and we should never let something like this happen again because just being a celebrity should not be enough reason to have you go to space and all of a sudden it means you're the Messiah or something like that. But but
Nolan, to me, she was trying to steal Miss Piggy's thunder from Pigs in Space.
Cancel Pigs in Space.
In space.
But you're right.
The more that she takes heat, the more likely it is that we get a Kevin Apollo Culture Casino duo that rivals the power of Milli Vanilli. I can't
or the power of many. You don't know.
The power of many.
I think you're right, bro. I think that the way to handle this was to kind of laugh along with it and kind of be part of the meme and really embrace the meme, and it would have given her a completely new identity with a segment of the population that maybe weren't her fans to begin with. Instead, now that she's criticized the critics, now she's invited even more heat, and this will only get even worse. That's the most ironic thing about this.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to come back and be like, you know what? The entire internet is just such a horrible place. Oh, man. That's the majority of humanity that I just called stinky and poo-poo heads. Oh my gosh.
I feel like everybody was done with this 2 weeks ago, and she won't drop it.
Well, shut up, dummy. She's finally proven it. The real hero here, this inanimate carbon rod.
In Rod, we
wow. That's uncomfortable. That inanimate rod. I'm just gonna say, the rocket served its purpose and it spurted itself into the air, and then it kind of fizzled out at the end and then went to sleep.
Elon is currently looking for people who would be willing to go to Mars. I've got some recommendations. And I think that Katie and Ziegler are both historic women who should be on the Red Planet at some point.
Or hysterical, either or.
Yeah, either or. And really, truly, with as few people are going to be on Mars, you need as big a personality as you can get. So the hysteria, bring it on, baby. Mars needs you.
Yeah, and pharmaceuticals.
That's right.
She is a mother now, and Mars does need moms, I've heard.
They do.
Well played. All right, folks, that's the story on Katy Perry. We'll keep you updated if it goes past where it already is. We thought we were done. Katy just went back and won some more press. Not the kind she needs. As Kevin said, all she had to do was just leave it alone, laugh a little, make a joke about it, come out and be Space Katy for a little bit in the concerts, and then everybody laughs with you and says, haha, that was so silly, and we go on. Oh well, Barbra Streisand effect achieved. And folks, we have come to the end yet again. Another video of excellence in the can. What a joy it has been to share time with you. We hope you enjoyed it as well. If so, consider clicking that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. And as always, drop a comment down below. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. Join a community dialogue today, just on down below. Folks, we are going to say farewell for now, but we will see you back. 4 is more, and that's how many videos we put out every single day here on the Pro Channel. Hope you enjoy them all. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Hey, Floral, guess what?
You put a fork in Pro's microwave again.
No, that was yesterday.
I don't know that what.
Oh, I've decided to give up on torturing Jonas.
What? Why? In the same way the cat sleeps like 20 hours a day, that was like your purpose.
I know, but I've decided there's bigger fish to fry.
Okay.
Like Lorne. I mean, think about it. Everybody loves him. He's a fan favorite, and frankly, he has almost no weaknesses I can find. Except that he's really smart.
So, you want to annoy the one panelist without a single flaw, because he's smart.
Yeah, like that winged statue at that fancy Paris museum thingy. I want to break the one thing that everyone loves most.
Right. So, kind of like the opposite of Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I get to see her all the time at family reunions anyway.
You get to see Rachel Zegler?
Yeah. She's a total troll. Lives under a bridge, harasses billy goats, the whole 9 yards.
It all makes sense now.
Speaking of which, maybe she'll get me... Okay, I'm gonna call her on my... I'm gonna call her and see if she'll be in the next Indiana Jones. She should be the next Indiana Jones. That'll totally destroy Lord. He loves Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's cruel.
Hey, Rach. I've got a cool idea for you that involves a whip and snakes.
I love that description. It's perfect.
I know, right? Weird, as we always say.